Thanks for being here. Appreciate everybody. I hope that maybe a couple things that I might say. First of all, I think that everybody recognizes, I would hope, certainly if they've been here long, what the Dixie spirit means. And I hope that no one would argue with that. I certainly wouldn't. It's something that I feel deeply, and my ancestors that were here as pioneers, not under the name of Pike, but other relatives of mine that are lying now in the cemetery, I'm sure would echo many of the words of the Shakespeares and the Atkins and the MacArthurs and others. Mine were Swaps and Hills, and Adams's, some born here and some born in Kane County. So I think that those of us that are blessed with having heritage that we're here can understand a lot. I would just ask that as we go forward, you maybe consider a couple things. One, the city is really going to have very little to do with renaming anything. And so certainly the Dixie on the Sugarloaf, that is owned by the city. We have several city council members here. I don't see us changing the Dixie on the Sugarloaf. Do you, Michelle? Greg, I don't see that changing. Do you? Okay, Brian. We're having an illegal meeting here already. Danielle's here somewhere. Where's Danielle? Danielle, are we changing that anytime soon? No. Where's Jimmy Hughes? Well, I won't be here forever, but yeah, I can't bind the hands of future councils, but I would tell you that there are certainly no plans to change that. There's no plans to change Dixie Drive. There are many things that private businesses, I think there are at least 100. If you look in those things called, they used to call them phone books, we would find a lot of names of Dixie in terms of businesses. And I hope that as we go forward, we'll have respectful dialogue with those that may choose to entertain that. But I think that as in terms of the city, you've already seen that as our 38% ownership in the Dixie Center, we've definitely pushed pause on that, and I don't think that has to be changed. Hang on, but I really think that as we go forward, people will understand what the Dixie spirit is based on how we present ourselves and how we. I think, honor the history of our forebears, and that will be the important thing. They'll know what the Dixie spirit means as they feel our hearts and they see how we proceed. So I hope that we'll listen, we'll be respectful. But again, in terms of the city of St. George, I don't see us at all anytime in the near future changing anything that's Dixie. Let's just be respectful to others. There's one. I don't think anyone here would want us to be disrespectful, would you? I don't think so. That's not the Dixie spirit. So here's what I would say. Here's what I would say from a song that someone mentioned to me the other day. And I love the songs of Dixie. I love the songs of our country. There's a song by a group called Coldplay, and it talks about a little bit kind of differences in opinion. There's one little phrase in it. The person says, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it. Finding out that we occupy somebody else's opposing side on the banks of some great divide, two versions of a dream. So what I would hope that we could do is, while appreciating that others have different perspectives and different dreams, hopefully we can help them see the value in celebrating our heritage and the people that not only carved out a meager existence, but whose lives helped us to be able to build upon their shoulders. The mayor last week, Mayor MacArthur, I understand, quoted from his great poem that he recites. He didn't write it, but he could have, the builders. And I think that's a great example, and what we want to do is keep building. So let's do that together. We can find ways to do that and celebrate our Dixie heritage and keep the name wherever we can. Thank you very much.